The American Dream Mall in the Meadowlands is a new mall with an amusement park that has recently opened. They have had major setbacks through the years, over 20 years. I personally live about a half hour from this park and an hour and a half to an hour and 15 from Six Flags Great Adventure. What does the American Dream Mall mean for Six Flags Great Adventure? How will it affect Great Adventure's business? Here's what I think. I think Great Adventure needs to be doing more. They have competition now, more than they've ever had in the past. And if I'm visiting New York, let's say I'm a tourist, and I'm going to New York, I would probably go to the American Dream Mall over a place like Great Adventure. Even though the American Dream Mall is more expensive, it would be better if you're a tourist because it is more to do. It is a mall. There's hotels around it. It has other things to do. But what does Great Adventure need to do to fix this? The surrounding area has to get built up better. It would highly benefit Great Adventure to have an on-site hotel. They are getting, or it's not them, but it is a sports complex that's going right around them, which will help Great Adventure. But if I'm a family of about 4, and even if I live in the area, I could spend a little bit more money to go to the American Dream Mall, and I could basically go on all good coasters with theming, and it would be themed to my favorite Nickelodeon characters, or I could go to Great Adventure. I'd pick Nickelodeon Universe. Most kids now barely even know what the Looney Tunes characters are, and the kids section in Great Adventure is awful. They need to fix that. Their kids area is awful. Nickelodeon Universe has a huge kids section, and it's themed to Nickelodeon characters. Everyone knows the Nickelodeon characters now. All kids know that. Looney Tunes characters are really outdated. Nobody knows the Looney Tunes characters anymore. Even though it's sad, it's true. And the Safari Kids Zone at Great Adventure is just dreadful to walk through. Like, I don't even like walking through it. It's so ugly and disgusting. Great Adventure does benefit by having the Looney Tunes or Bugs Bunny National Forest. That is a very nice kids area, but they still need one more. So what I really believe Great Adventure needs to do is they need another kids area. They need something sort of like a DC Super Friends area. If they get that, that would totally help them. But they also need to work on their presentation more. With the advertisements everywhere, they need to work on their presentation. When you walk up to Nitro, it's not a very appealing ride to ride. It doesn't draw you in to the experience. It kind of makes you want to turn around. It's not a very good ride to look at. But then when you look at something like TMNT Shellraiser, you want to walk right up to because it's visually appealing. Great Adventure needs to focus on that more. They need to focus on theming or presentation and landscaping and all that more. And they really need to do that, or I think American Dream Mall could kill them in a way. So now let's discuss what are really the options for Great Adventure and what are the options for American Dream. Because we learned how they could affect Great Adventure, but what are the options for American Dream too? What can American Dream do to make themselves better and put themselves on top? Because I have a good feeling that this is going to be a constant battle to see who's better and who could be better and who gets more attendance and all that. Great Adventure is adding the Jersey Devil Coaster in 2020. It would be huge if they could do some sort of theming and work on the presentation and do like a Cedar Fair sign. If they put that logo right in front of the coaster and do a sort of Cedar Fair sign, like something like Fury, it look absolutely great. And it would make the ride visually appealing. It would draw you to the ride. And if they could do that with El Toro, which really needs some sprucing up in the area, and Kingda Ka, which really needs the shrubs to be taken down a little bit, they would have a much better situation. But it really needs Great Adventure. They need landscaping, they need photo opportunities where you can take pictures and memories and all that. They really need more than what they have. It's quality over quantity. Great Adventure may have 13 roller coasters, or actually 12 now because they removed their kiddie coaster. but the quality of those coasters isn't that good. I personally believe that until you get through the top 4, the rest kind of suck. You have a Batman clone, which is okay. You have a Superman clone, okay. You have the Joker, okay. The only rides that really stand out is Bizarro, Nitro, El Toro, and Kingda Ka. While Nickelodeon Universe has a bunch of rides that stand out. They have Nickelodeon Slime Streak, which might not seem like much on paper, but when you walk in, it is so visually appealing and it draws you. You just want to ride it because it looks really good due to the presentation. You have Sandy's Blasting Bronco, which is a good launch coaster. It's a very intense coaster. You have TMNT Shell Raiser, which is a great coaster, a fantastic launch. I remember riding that and it was fantastic. So Great Adventure really needs to work on the quality of their coasters. They probably need to take some rides out. They need paint jobs on almost all of their coasters. They need to retrack El Toro, and they need to repaint Nitro. Nitro looks dreadful. It needs a repaint like never before. If they do this, I think Great Adventure will easily come on top, and it will be the better park. Also, they need a hotel. It doesn't have to be like a fancy hotel, but you need a decent hotel on site, and that could like shuttle you over. That could be somewhat of a resort. It doesn't have to be like a full resort, but you need a hotel. And now, what can I see American Dream doing to stay on top? Because American Dream is below Great Adventure right now. When we're out of the pandemic, American Dream, I think they will take the top spot because of the tourism. I think they're going to have a higher attendance than Great Adventure, and they're going to steal some of the crowds. But what could American Dream do? 1, they need a season pass option. Nobody's going to go there more than once when your tickets are $80. You need a season pass option. That could be like a $150, $200 season pass. But if you have a season pass option, it is a lot better for someone. So that's 1. 2, you need to lower your ticket prices. Your ticket prices are way too high. I get that it's an indoor amusement park, but I could get a Great Adventure season pass for almost half of what a ticket there is. So you need to work on your ticket pricing. $60 is a solid price. $80 or $100 is way too much. 3, you need to work. They need to get more light in there and plant more. When I walk into American Dream, it is visually appealing. But the difference between that and the Mall of America is the Mall of America, you don't really feel like you're inside. You feel like you're outside, and there's some solid rides that make you feel like you're outside. They need a log flume. I don't know when they'd add this. They certainly wouldn't add it soon, but they need something sort of like a log flume, which could be outside. They also need to enclose the first section of TMNT Shell Raiser or put something on it. Because it's just the color scheme at the very beginning, it just looks like somebody just pressed the all button on Roller Coaster Tycoon. So they need to enclose it and add some theming. And they would really benefit from that. But they need to add like plants, so it looks less of a warehouse and more like you're outside. So I could really see American Dream benefiting from something like this. There are many other options for both of these parks that I think that they could go through to become the top one. Great Adventure has been here for many years and they have had no competition. But also, what else does this mean for parks around the area? What about Coney Island? Coney Island wasn't able to open all year this year. What's going to happen to them? We don't know. We know Dino's Wonderland recently announced that they are adding 2 coasters, but that's not Coney Island. That's not Luna Park. So now, if I was going to go there, I go ride the 2 new coasters. I might not go to Coney Island and go to Luna Park and ride the Cyclone and all that. So they have some competition, and they haven't opened all year, so they had no income. So that's just what I think that Great Adventure would need to do, and all these other parks. So I'd like to hear from you and hear what you guys think. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. So bye.